happy winter. In Wisconsin, where it's it's early to mid-February, and last few days we've had below zero, single digits, above zero with wind chills well below zero. And a lot of questions I've had about the chickens regarding the cold. And I'm just going to take you with and just kind of show you what I have set up right now for the chickens and how they fare in these frigid Wisconsin temperatures. So here's the coop. As you can probably see, the coop is covered in clear plastic. I actually didn't add this until a couple weeks ago. A few weeks ago, when it started getting really cold, I added the plastic and just mostly as a break for the wind, and to keep some of the snow out. We were getting a lot of snow. We've had a fair amount of snow on the ground right now, and the chickens can handle the snow, but they don't like to come out of their coop as often if there's snow inside their run. So, and the chickens basically stay in their run pretty much the whole winter. I let them out once when I was cleaning some snow off the roof, and I actually saw a fox came right up to us and almost got it. I was right here, fortunately, to scare it away. But otherwise, if I would have been inside with the chickens out, the fox would have probably eaten at least one or two chickens. So that was interesting. But with regards to the only other real change from summer is that I have. You can kind of see. I'll open it and show you. So here's the chicken. I normally use a 5-gallon bucket chicken waterer. I still do in the winter, though. Last year I made this box with a couple holes in it so that for the poultry nipples, and inside the box, so is the bucket with some spray foam insulation around it, and I've added the heating element from a heated plug-in like dog bowl. I actually have two of them in there. I have a 25-watt one, which I thought would be enough last year. It was not, so I actually added a 50-watt one when I determined that the weather was too much for the 25-watt one. And right now, since it's been really cold, I have them both plugged in. Most of the time I just keep the 50-watt one plugged in. They both do have thermostats built into them, so they won't run if it's warm enough. I think they shut off at like 40 degrees or something. They'll turn on below 35. Otherwise, the chickens. I mean, there's some snow in the corner there, but otherwise the chickens do just fine in this weather. Basically, all they need to acclimate is no heat. You don't want to give them heat because then they probably won't come out of the coop. They get so used to it. But also I've read that they, if you have electrical issue and the heat goes away, then they actually can't handle the cold. My chickens have been in the cold the whole time. They've never had heat except for when they were baby chicks, and they just slowly get used to the cold, and during in the fall and the winter, and they just need a break from the wind. That's really the only thing that they need, and they need proper ventilation in their coop. Otherwise, they can get frostbite and stuff. You can kind of see some of their combs don't look as good as they do in the summer, especially these cinnamon queens. But the brown leghorn. Some say that they don't actually do well in the cold weather because of their large comb. But I've determined that they can do just fine. You just need proper ventilation inside the coop, so that their breath and their droppings, the moisture does not cause extra moisture to cause frostbite for their combs and wattles. So I'll show you the coop. Basically, it's just the normal coop, just that things are frozen. All the poop is frozen. The only other thing I added this year, just to make sure there was enough ventilation, is this small little vent. I think it's like a 4-inch vent, 5-inch vent, something like that. and just to get a little bit more ventilation, but not direct. They don't obviously not direct airflow that's gonna make them cold. But otherwise, the temperatures, you know, they don't have any heat. They do just fine in these single digits or below zero temperatures with wind chill. They do spend more time inside the coop, but adding the plastic to the run really gives them more protection from the wind, and they do spend some more time out here, which is good because I don't want them to be inside the coop the whole time. And look, I mean, you can see our brown leghorn likes to eat the snow sometimes. Yeah, so yeah, if you're interested in getting chickens and you live in the cold weather, they can handle it. I've heard of chickens handling even worse in, you know, Canada. So hopefully that helps answer some of your questions, and I will see you later.